Hi, I'm Will. This is Luke, and we're making a tank shooter game. And we just made the spawn manager choose a random placement, and so now we're able to shoot multiple towers. And we need a score. We need to keep our score, so we're gonna do a scorekeeper with a little integer up on the top. It'll be our first time working with UI. I should already have the So you are good to share your
Just
screen now.
messing with you.
Okay, yeah, you did it to me. You did well.
I made you hesitate.
So right click anywhere in the hierarchy,
Wait.
and we're gonna do UI,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna do text.
Ooh.
Let's do Text Mesh Pro. Sorry, it's hard to say an SH.
TMP.
Yeah, yes. Install TMP. Import TMP. Essentials. Text Mesh Pro makes. That's it. You don't need to do the second one. It's okay. You can close it all out. Text Mesh Pro makes the font much better quality. Is really all you need to know about it.
Can that be the size of our scoreboard?
Yeah, so it actually kind of is. Check this out. If you switch the 2D button up in the top left of your scene view, there you go, and then you can zoom out a bit. This is actually what the camera is gonna. You're gonna have to zoom out a lot. We're gonna lots of zooming out for me. Get that whole rectangle in your screen. Keep on zooming out. Keep on going all the way. Get the whole rectangle.
Oh, there's
there you go. That's it.
Oh, I didn't realize there's a second rectangle. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about this one.
Now check this out. Down in the bottom right, your game view. Just grab an edge and move it, and you'll notice that the triangle in the scene view moves along with it. There you go. So that's what it's mimicking. So we're gonna take.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
it now.
Yeah, we're gonna take that and we're going to move it, and we can do that by. Well, we'll figure it out how to do it together. Up in the top left of your inspector. So in the inspector for the text, on the top left. So go to move your mouse over to the inspector side. There you go. Top left of that. It's a little target looking guy. There you go. So now we want to put that in the top left. I'm feeling. You might want to have it in the bottom right. It's up to you. But the way you do it is you got to hold the Option key. At least for me, it's an option for the Mac. You'll notice that it'll change a bit when you're holding this. There you go. That's what we're looking for. So you notice the difference as you hold that key down. It automatically snaps in those placements. And what key is it for a PC?
Alt.
Alt. Okay. Yeah. For Mac, it's this Option key. So it's not going to say new text by the time we're done. This one is going to say.
I would hope not.
Yeah, click out of there for me so we can click into that text where it says new text. And let's just put dash or 99 or whatever. Just something in there as a default to give us an idea.
Does this look... I can't tell with the screen sharing borders. Does this look okay, or should it be slid over a little bit?
It's too tight. Yeah, let's slide it over a bit so we can... actually, not through there. Because what that did is that's the anchor point. So we changed the anchor point to the top left. And now as we change the coordinates, it does it from that anchor point. So now, not there, but the X and the Y. So we're not going to change the pivot. The X and the Y above. There you go. And you could do it that way, or you can click on where it says pose X. You can click and move and hold and move your mouse up and down, and you can see it kind of moving around. There you go. Yeah.
I think that looks good, right?
That's about what I do. Yeah, there you go. Great.
Okay.
So we need to do a couple things here. We need to find out who can keep the score. So we're not going to be able to edit this text first. We need to make some type of a public integer that we can see increases every time we kill something. So who would be the best one for that?
Well, a tank, because it's the only persistent object throughout all of this, right?
Okay, yeah, let's hop over to the tank script then and see if that's what works for us. We might need to create a new function altogether. That's the, a score manager,
Well,
but we'll see.
So, okay. The problem is the got hit thing.
Got hit's the other way around. That one's if the tank dies. We need a got
Right.
hit from the turret.
Right. I know.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what I'm worried about. Because the turret has that script, right? And that's what we're kind of recording at this point.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Right now, we have the spawn manager gets created, and whenever the spawn manager creates a new tank, we also give it a handshake, and we say, "Hey, here's the player," right? So we could increase the so it knows. So if we go to the turret script, we can tell it, "Hey, the player, find a count and increase it by 1."
Okay.
Before it dies, we could do that. That would probably be the easiest way to do it. So let's go the easiest route.
Okay.
The other way to do it that I was thinking is creating a separate like score manager script, but this should be fine.
Okay. Sure.
So wherever it goes right before it dies, wherever that is.
So like here.
Got hit. That's if it gets hit. Where does it go if it dies? Where's the destroy? That destroys the bullet that hits it. Remember, got hit just flashes white, and it's got to get hit 2 or 3 times before it actually like explodes. There should be a big explosion that happens.
Boy, dead.
Yeah, I like that. That's looking closer to what we're looking for. Cool. Yeah, it instantiates the big boom. Yeah, you got it. So now it has a reference to the player, so we can just say that here. I don't know what it is. Maybe type in player or tank and see what we get. Player. So what I do is just type in the word player.
Well, I don't know if that's the right...
Yeah, there you go.
Player.
Cool.
Right? Tank controller player.
That's it. Yeah, so what I do if I'm unsure and my texts are really long, I type in the word player, and then I double-click it and do Control F, and then see if it exists in the script. If it does, then that lets me know. If it doesn't, then I do tank and try that one next.
Yeah. Okay.
So cool. We don't necessarily have this yet, but we can just say dot kill count or something like that. And then we can put that, and then plus plus, and then semicolon. I don't know. Can you do a space between the T and the plus? I guess we'll find out, right?
We'll just leave it like that.
All right, you go into the tank controller script, and then we need a public integer up in the tippity top. And we can just call it kill count, and that is it. Maybe set it to 0. That's a good idea. Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that really all there is?
Yeah.
And then how do we apply that to the...
Well, let's make sure it works first, and then we'll do that.
So can we do like a... Oh, we got a public. We don't even... Never mind. Yep. I need this
Let's try it out
to be like this.
That should be okay. You're primarily just playing from the screen there on the bottom left. You can maximize on play if you wanted to also.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because we need to see the...
Oh, you're right. The inspector. Cool. Yeah, and then hit play it. See what we get. Just don't die.
I'm cheating.
All right. Look at that. It's at 1.
Hey, we're okay.
Well, we got 1. I'm having a really hard time seeing stuff. I don't know if it's the dark brown background, but like the bullets are pretty hard to see.
Yeah. I agree with that. Not sure. Maybe we need to choose a slightly different color.
Yeah.
The red's kind of dull, too.
Well, the player shouldn't see those. Oh, you mean the red bullets? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought you meant those red boxes. Yeah, you're on it.
Right.
Kabamo!
Let's see. Where'd the tank go? Right, it disappears when it dies. I can't check it if it's dead.
So that actually answers that question. That's a good point. Let's it's gonna have to take that information and give it to the spawn manager, because we want or score manager. We do want something that stays and doesn't get destroyed. It doesn't move.
So, well, here's my thought.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
With the text, are we just making it directly point at the kill count, Or are we, every time we increase the kill count, are we updating the text
I would say
to
the latter.
reflect the new?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, I don't think we have to worry about it, right? Because even if the tank dies, the text is going to stay at the most recently updated value.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could work. We'll see if we
Right?
get an error. Let's give it a shot. See if we get an error.
Okay.
Cool. So
I'm just thinking if we're only triggering the change when we update, it's not going to get pissed off if we're not updating, because we're not updating all the time anyways.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I got you. Okay, so what we need to do is click on the text on the TMP, and then now here's what we need to do. We need to reference that text. Now I don't know how to do it. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't. So here's the trick I do. Do you see where it says text mesh pro dot text? It's the actual name of the component. A little bit down. That little blue box. There you go. Now, if you take your mouse all the way over to the right on that same bar, and you click the three dots, there you go. And now go to Edit Script on the bottom. This is going to be able to tell us what to reference. That bright yellow text on line 18. That's what we need. So double click that and copy it. So now we'll go into the tank controller, and that's going to reference the score count. So we'll go up to the top, and we're going to need 2 lines here in the tippity top. We're going to need one for the game object that represents our score object. And then we're going to need another one that...
We need it here.
Yeah. All right, cool. So public game object. And then score object. So score OBJ, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Perfect. And then semicolon. That's it. And then new line. And actually this one we're not going to make public, but we're going to paste that line that you got in there right now. There you go. Perfect. And space. And then we'll call this score text. So we're doing this process a lot, and you'll notice this, where we can save it now. We have a reference to the game object on line 25, so we'll go back to Unity, and in the inspector, we're going to grab the text and drop it into the tank to tell which one it was. In the script, we're going to say, hey, now that you have a reference to the object, this is the specific component I want inside of it. So let's go over to Unity and do that real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. So head over to that script. We got to introduce a library for it to recognize that.
Oops. I'm clicking on the wrong thing.
There you go. If you click on Text Mesh Pro GUI, you've got it in your 4th tab there. The 4th tab, there you go. And then right there where it says name on line 10, namespace TM Pro. Yeah, that one. So what we need to do is say using TMP row. So up in the way top on our using libraries. There you go. So just add in using capital, yeah, but get rid of that namespace. Perfect. That's it. That should be good. Let's go back, make sure it's happy now. That Novocaine's really working on my lip here. I'm good. So now we will go to the tank object, and we will drag our object into there.
Specifically the text, correct?
Yep, that's it. And if you want, you can rename it too, from text to score text, but you get the idea. That's the object itself.
It's the only text that's going to be around, so...
Yeah. Okay, cool. So now we have the object. Now we need to reference its text. So in the start function, we're going to make that connection, and we're going to say score text equals score object dot, what's next? Yeah, you got it. Look at you go.
Stupid syntax.
It's beautiful. You got it. All right, cool. So now we need to
This is the part I was kind of not sure about how we're going to go next.
Oh, just in your, like you said, yeah, in the update function.
In the update function?
Yeah. So we'd say score text dot text equals kill count.
Oh, yeah.
Should be good. Let's give it a shot. See if... Give it a shot. Oh, man. Oh, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So there's this new function right at the end of the T on kill count, right before your semicolon. So dot, capital T, 2, so O, and then capital S string. Open and close your parentheses. That's it. So that'll just convert the integer into a string.
Okay.
Sweet. So is that super laggy on your side, or is that just Zoom?
Nah, I think it's just Zoom.
All right, cool.
Hey, would you look at that? Uh-oh, I count as a kill. That already killed.
Me too.
Wait.
Yeah, let's not maximize on play and see if we actually killed 2 or if we killed 1. Because I have an idea as to why I might be doing it. Yeah, there you go. Keep on mashing that button a bunch like you did last time. There you go. I want to see if that 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna die and see. Okay, it didn't.
Huh.
I must have just killed another turret.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, on accident. Cool. Yeah, and it didn't error out. Like you said, because the tank is just updating the score count, and then when it dies, it just doesn't update the score counter anymore.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy, I guess. Who says that? No one says that anymore. Cool. So how are you feeling about it? Oh, you know what? While we can, let's edit your background color. I would say make it a little bit more... I'll show you how to do it. If you click on the project, actually, or even there, you can see the word brown. It's up in the top right of the inspector. It's the word brown, and there you go. That's it. Double click on that guy. And then the brown is... There you go. That's it. You can kind of adjust it there and get an idea of what you want.
See how it looks with the bullets, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's better.
How do the reds pop out?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
That's much better. It could still be... Both the bullets could still be a little bit brighter.
Yeah, we can even make them bigger, too. You know, like... They might not necessarily look like they could fit in the barrel if someone zooms in, but...
I think they're... Well, let's look. I'm curious, because I think they're a little bit... They could be a little bit bigger and still look like they fit, I think.
Cool. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
All right, cool. So we go to project. Sorry, I'm like playing with my lips. Like, it's so weird. Yeah. I can't feel it, but I can. Okay. So we need the DACA
prefab. DACA prefab.
There it is.
And this is at let's just say like 375.
Cool. And you might need to do that to the enemy one too, I think.
Yep.
All right, cool.
And then I want to change the colors just a tinge. So where do we go for that?
Yeah, actually, if you have it in where it says red, in the mesh renderer, up in the top, we're gonna go up to top right, up more. There you go. Down. There you go. Oh, you had it up. Top right. Okay, you're missing it. Would that work? Red material. Yeah, that would work. That'll do it. Cool. Why does that not look like it's affecting it? Oh, we're in the wrong one. Yeah, there you go. So if you double click DACA enemy prefab, there you go.
That looks way better.
Cool.
What is this? Oh, right. That's the
muzzle flash.
So this is already super bright. We could just we need it to be green to stand out.
Yeah. Another way to do it too, if you wanted, is you could play the game.
Oh, more teal might be
two
good.
bullets and then pause it and then get an idea of what it looks like on the background.
Okay.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what this looks
Cool.
like.
I think actually you could drag and drop it in the field too. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
So to do that, it's almost impossible. You would never know. If up in the way top left, there's this little like back arrow. Yeah, there you go. That was it. Yep, that's the one. You can drop it in there. Dude, you can make that thing like 1 on the scale. Like you can make it so big.
Well, no, I think
That's just me.
it's definitely better in the camera. It's still super light.
Yeah, I don't think
Or
it's
dark.
the color. I think it's something else. So if you close out of the color palette there, I think this will
Okay.
help you out too. Notice how you've got the metallic is all the way up, cranked up to 1, and the smoothness is also all the way cranked up to 1. There's these 2 sliders. If you go up about it, there you go. Edit those guys. I think they might be the ones that are kind of more you're aiming at. So if you turn that metallic all the way down, you can see it turns into a bright green in the bottom left corner of your screen.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you get an idea now. And there's
There, I think that's good.
for those watching, there's even a third variable. If you go down to the way bottom, if you find that you've adjusted those 3 things, it's still not what you want, you'd have to change the shader. And you could do that by going into the material itself, but we're not in the material. But yeah, you can change the shader properties also. I don't know much about shaders. That's where I'm getting into a realm of like graphics that I don't,
Sure.
yeah, I don't get it.
Let's just see how this looks.
But I'll tell you what, when games have cool shaders, I love it.
I think this like tealish blue is a better
Yeah.
complement.
And I like
against
how the
tan.
shadow pops out too on the bullet.
Yeah.
It's cool. Oh,
No, I think that's way better.
I don't like our font. I want to make that bigger. So let's just make that a big ass font. What do you think?
At least bigger, yeah.
So you've got, don't just the transform. Notice how you, there you
Sorry, I just keep misclicking.
go. So the blue, yeah, right there. Now you're in the text component, the one that we grabbed. And there's the text. Below it is the font size. And you can make it bold. You can change the font, maybe. I don't know if you have any installed. So I would say crank that up to 100 and see what you think. Now it looks big, but your screen that you have down there, it will never actually be that small. You can change the aspect ratio, but if you notice now, it looks pretty good at 100.
I think we might want to change the color of it too.
Yeah, or I got an even better option. Ready for this? Here, unplay.
Are we gonna do like word art?
No, we're not gonna do word art. So inside of
You're
here,
not very excited about that.
if you go if you scroll down in the extra settings, there's an outline option. Do you see that?
Oh.
Yeah, click it to enable it, and then increase the thick. There you go. Play around with that, see what you think. And not only that, but you can introduce a drop shadow. I think underlay. I think that's it. Maybe that's not it. Well, I think there's an actual like shadow. Yeah, I'm not seeing much going on.
Oh,
with that.
that's the shadow.
Oh, cool. And then, yeah, you can change the X and the Y offsets. Yeah, there we go. Get it to pop out a bit, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I want it like that. Yeah.
And the one thing I want to check too, change your 00, just change the font to 1000. I want to see what happens if the font rolls over or not. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. Granted, your player might not actually hit 1000, but just in case, it's a really easy fix. Hit your 2D button in your scene view so we can see it, and then you're going to need to scroll out a grip ton. There you go. That box right there, the white box, yeah, there you go. That's it.
Cool. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's that.
Looks so intimidating.
It's a lot bigger than the rest of the world.
It's just.
So we did
Okay,
it. We got a
see how that-
scorekeeper. We got a randomized tower placement. I would say
Yeah.
now we have a game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of see the score now.
You
I
kind
should
of sound
probably
like
turn
Owen
off
Wilson there.
gizmos.
You kind of seen
Wow.
a score now.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow, that's great.
You can call me Mobius.
I turn off gizmos. I didn't turn it off here. Okay, do your outro, Will. I'm gonna try to beat
Alright,
my
sounds
high
good.
score of 3.
Do it. That was it. We've got towers. We got random places. I don't know why I just clapped like this, but that was just how excited I am. And the next thing we're going to do is create a public score, like a best score. So what'll happen is this is going to integrate with Google Forms and then with Google Sheets. So we're going to have the WebGL build, and we're going to update that information to Google Sheets and then download it. And that way, anybody playing this game can keep a high score and see who's got the best score. So that's it for that. And that was a notification for me to be all done. My next class is coming up. Thanks for watching. If you want to stop sharing your screen, something's hard to do the outro with this. You got 4. That's good. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. And we'll see you in the next video.
I made it to 6.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Your game's hard. You made your game extra hard.
It's pretty hard.